I've been in deep contemplation lately around what I'd be doing differently as someone that's committed to grow, asking myself if I was just starting my business over, looking to grow my income, my impact, what would I do if I was just starting out? And the first thing that came to mind for me was getting super clear on how much money I needed to make to pay the bills. How much money I needed to make to pay the bills, to invest in my studies, in travel, in my future plans, to have a savings if something comes up. What would the monthly income be that I needed to bring in to get by? What's the bare minimum? And then what would I need to thrive? So in your business, what is it that you need to do? What is it that you need to create so that you can get paid to do what you love full time? It's so good to have that number. Otherwise, we're looking at what other people are doing. We're comparing to ourselves. We're comparing to past versions. We're looking at numbers. I remember when I was just growing up and I was looking at what do I want to be when I grow up? And I would just pick the highest number of how much people got paid doing what they did. And I didn't even know why I would need that much money. I don't even know why that was my mindset or my logic, or what my logic was, why it was that desire. And so now just looking at my business, looking at my life, reflecting on what I would do differently if I was just starting over, I was like, I would get super clear in an Excel spreadsheet, which I did this at the beginning of the year. And I put down all of my bills, all of my expenses, and then I put down what I desired to have the lifestyle that I would love to live. And now I know what that monthly income needs to be in order to thrive, doing what I love full time in my business. The next thing that I would do is get clear on what offers, services, things that I have that I can sell, that I can serve, that I can do to make money doing what I love. What would I offer and how much would I charge? And tying this in to the client, customer, student journey based on who I've been in the past, so that I could meet my future clients at every level of where they're at. And then adding up, how many students, how many clients would I need in each category? If I'm doing a group class or a group workshop, if I'm running a group program, if I have a passive course that just runs behind the scenes where I don't need to be there live, would it be one-on-one coaching? Would it be group coaching? Would it be selling my journal? Would it be Insight Timer where I lead and guide meditations and I get a little income every month? Would it be affiliate programs where I'm giving my clients a link and they're signing up to buy into softwares and clothes and things that I like, that I love, and then you get a little commission on them? And so I looked at all the different ways that someone could pay me. And then I played with numbers. Your invitation through this is you do the same thing. Look at your bare minimum, your bills. Look at what it is that you desire, the lifestyle it is that you wish to create. How much do you need bare minimum just to get by? And how much do you need to thrive and create the lifestyle of your dreams? And then look at all the different ways that people can pay you, the different offers and services, products, classes, courses that you currently have, and play. Bare minimum, how many clients would you need in each one of these offers to just pay the bills? And how many client students would you need to thrive? Play with numbers, right? An entrepreneur rides the wave of up and down, and we're not just consistently going uphill. So we have to play with what would be the bare minimum if I have a quote unquote bad month, if I have a low month, which is why having a savings account in part one, where you're putting money away for when business is slow, you have a backup plan where you don't need your clients, you don't need your business to give you something. You've been preparing, because being an entrepreneur is riding the waves of up and down, and we're not just all the way up. There's going to be low months. So in the high months where we're at the top of the mountain and our business is booming, we need to save and prepare for when it's slower. When you have the numbers of what you offer, what you give, what you need, comes into number 3, getting support. Getting support for where you desire to grow. If there's a gap from part 1 to part 2, what you need to thrive and what you have to offer and give, get support from someone else that's living the lifestyle that you desire, that you look up to, that you envy, that you're inspired by. And then who knows how to do it, who's doing it, who's done it. The thing is like when we're looking on Instagram, Facebook, in person, and we see the outside picture, we don't always know what's happening behind the scenes in their life. So we can paint this picture, we can paint this idea of what we think. But the truth is, when you get behind the scenes, you can look at what strategies are working. You can begin to ask the how and the why behind what it is that they're doing and play with it. You can try it on. You might not like it. You might not agree with it. And then you get permission to change your mind and to do it your own way, which is so expansive. I've had at least 10 business coaches, and I'm not following one set way that they've given me. I found my own. And I'm actually in this place right now where I don't want or need a business coach because I know what to do. It's just a matter of implementing. But for 3.5 years, I stayed close to a mentor and I changed along the way. That's okay to change too, because everyone has a different way. And what you're doing is crafting and creating your own way. And the reason that I believe in support and finding someone to show you how that's doing what you desire to do is otherwise it takes you a lot longer and you make more mistakes. I know, because that was me. I made so many mistakes along the way. Just, they call it in business, throwing spaghetti at the wall. And I did that. I know it because I was up till 2:00 in the morning, marketing my retreats, sending a pitch to different studios and businesses in the United States to market my retreat here in Costa Rica. And literally not one person advertised my retreat. It didn't work. But when I hired a business coach and I created an online program and I created an online presence, I pillared out my business, I pillared out my offers, I got clear on who it was that I was working with, what it is I desired to transform in other people's lives based on what I'd done, what I'd experienced. Now my retreats, they sell easily. My word of mouth recommendations for retreats helps me to fill the retreats. My online business helps me to fill the retreats. And then the experience that I curate at the retreat speaks for itself for more people to tell other people about their retreat. And so get in the room with someone that's doing it. And I would love to hear from you, like if this lights something up in you, if this shifts something, if you've done this before. Reach out to me, screenshot this, share this on Instagram. If you're just starting over, or maybe you're like me at the beginning of the year, you decided to just go back to the basics and get clear on what your goals were, what it is you had to reach your goals. And then maybe you got some support or you're looking for support. If you are looking for support and my life, my way, what I'm doing resonates with you, there's always the invitation to reach out about ways that we can grow together. But for me, it's more about like you just doing you finding your own way, living your unique life, and making the money, doing what you love, having the impact that you desire with the freedom in your life that you crave to do what you love, to invest in what you love, so that you can go out there and be the embodiment of your work. And that speaks so much, as you just being the embodiment of your work. Something that happened for me this past weekend while I was out surfing is 3 different pieces of content came to my mind. This email series, live video that I did on another business platform that I'm running, a post that I created on Instagram. They all came to me. I wasn't trying to create. I wasn't sitting down trying to bring something. I wasn't thinking about what I was going to be doing in my work later. It just came to me because I was opening up my creative channel by being connected to what lights my soul on fire. And so when you go out there and you are living and embodying your life and your values and your philosophies, the work gets to be effortless because it's who you are, not what you do. And when you embody who it is that you are, you attract Dream Soulmate clients into your world, and that sells itself. You don't have to go out and try to sell, which is so freaking expansive, right? It's like your life is what sells. Your offers, and all of your offers are selling based on who you are. So expansive, so freedom. Anyhow, I hope that this resonated with you, something lands with you. And if it does, to open the conversation, to share it with your community, to help us make waves in the world. And I will